Welcome back to this DC Universe Online Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us, as always, is Definity, our level 28 dual pistol wielding sorcery based superhero, as we hover up here in the dark and gloomy skies under, look at that, under the bat signal. Oh, and it just disappeared here in Gotham City, one of our favourite places, of course, under the full moon. Can we see? There it is. Oh, you may not be able to see that in the YouTube video. We've got the Zeppelin lazily wafting over the grey skies there in the background. And of course, if you joined us in our last episode, you'll know we've been questing here, doing the EMP stuff. We've got here empty parts, EMP TY parts, recover EMP cores in Gotham's Otisburg neighbourhood. And we've got 4 out of 10 of those, so figure we might as well try and finish this one off. The reward isn't that great. I mean, you can see they've actually got less health, less precision, a bit more power, a bit more might, and a style that's already collected. But it's not about that, it's the fact that it's pretty much the only quest in our log that is around our level there, level 27. So hopefully we won't die. So let's get straight into it, folks. First things first, of course, summoning our new tanky friend. Well, new as in old, I guess, but new because we've been using our other one up until recently. As you probably know, we've been using our DPS pet, and now we've decided to switch over to our tank. And of course, that's been a lot better in terms of its survivability. And there goes that crazy death scream again. You just can't take that seriously, can you, folks? It's just pretty funny. I'm going to assume that they've done that deliberately, because surely if they were serious about it, they wouldn't have left that in. Alright, OMAC Mark II. We know from our last episode that these guys are fairly nasty. And of course, we want to be using our shield. There we go, popping that now. This is a relatively new ability for us, and it's something that we really want to make sure that we're using all the time, of course, because it really will make the difference between life and death for us. Alright, so we're trying to find these EMP power cores. Now you can see we've got 5 out of 10 of them. I did see a whole bunch of them before, but they appear to have disappeared. Ah, there we go. No, hang on. I don't think that's the cores. I think that's from a previous quest. Yeah, okay, it's just giving us some XP now. What we want are the actual cores, and they're just the little canisters, I guess. Slightly different look. Now, where did he appear from? Just came out of the blue? Oh, well, hey, if you want a beat down, then a beat down is what you shall have. And some crazy roaring. Yeah. You know what? I'd love to be able to have a dev talk about that and just ask them if they think it's up to scratch or whether it's a deliberate joke. It's got to be a deliberate joke, surely. Just pretty funny. Boy, these guys have a huge range, don't they? You can see there from pretty much halfway across town. Okay, well, not quite. Halfway across town, these guys here were aggroing onto me, so we're cleaning up, but they're just never ending. And of course, we're being rooted all the time as well. These guys having quite a few nasty ice abilities, and just trying to pull off our combos here. Come on. And a good old loft shot there, or the Street Fighter 4 juggle shot, as I like to call it. Now, where are these cores? And look at how far away these guys aggros. It really is silly. Really, really is. It's just too far, if you ask me. Anyway, hopefully nothing that we can't handle. But you can see they just are absolutely appearing. Look at that, they're just either appearing from nowhere or aggroing from just so far away it's not funny. And of course, they're actually aggroing onto us further away than we can target onto them. Now, I don't know about you, but that just doesn't seem right to me. Something is definitely weird about these mobs, and I wish SOE would fix them up. Anyway, okay, right, what we're after are these bloomin' power cores. Now, how come we can't find any? We're in the zone, and look, we've got respawns already. Maybe they're up the top here. We'll just have a look on top of the building. And are there any down there? Oh, there's one there. Alright, so I guess they're just hard to find, few and far between. And of course, using our good old John Woo move there. Might remember we used to call that call it that back in the day. And let's see if we can get our juggling shot. There it is, loft shot, although because of the angle we were on, it was more like a shove you into the ground shot, I guess. Oh, come on. Oh, please. Where did you come from? Right, let's just stop everything and watch. Let's just get up a little bit and see what happens. I bet you, now that I'm watching, nothing... Now, there you go. Nothing's going to happen. It's like... I've said this before, it's like one of the GMs is listening to us, and, you know, whenever we actually look out for strange shenanigans, he just sort of stops. But when we're doing normal stuff, he throws all sorts of crazy at us. Yeah, okay, that's my theory anyway. I'm sticking with it. Maybe it's their form of, quote, player events, unquote, GM run events. Maybe that's what they're like these days. Okay, let's have a good look around here. And there's nothing, is there? Right, there's nothing. So, if anything else aggroes onto me, then I call shenanigans, basically. And we're rooted. And rar. Alright, let's grab this. We've got now 9 out of 10. We're just looking for one more, and they're gosh hard darn to find. But we want to make sure that we're actually in the zone. Now there's one, okay. And of course it's near Omax. Oh, and of course he stuns and freezes us on the spot. And does a ridiculous sound just to cap things off. It's okay. Combat's lots of fun, so we don't mind all these crazy things going on. At least we can kick some serious rear. Alright, there we go. Finally got that one out of the way. Let's go up here to the Knight's Dome. Oh, and look over there. We've got ourselves a collectible as well. Always an welcome, rather, additional bonus.
Unit unable to connect to creator. Searching frequencies.
Alright.
And this is Superman from the Watchtower with Martian Manhunter. We only see a single energy source matching the MK1 frequency, so the good news is that only one piece of Brother Eye is activated. The bad news is that energy is fluctuating wildly, and it looks like Brainiac. Batman, are you reading this?
Well, that was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it? Haven't heard that before. Anyway, let's hit our journal here. Like I said, we're not too concerned about these gloves here. They're not really our cup of tea, but let's complete that. There we go, we've got ourselves 499 XP, which was enough to actually finally tip us over to level 29. Congratulations, Definity, you are now 1 level away from level cap. And of course, will we be able to make it to 30? We never actually made it to 30 on Seraphis, our super villain. Will we make it that far? We've got 1 level to go. Will there be enough content? Who knows? Alright, so what do we got? We've got skill points here. And of course, we're only going to be looking in the weapon tree because we're not interested in flight. And you can see we've got 1 more point in this innate here. Permanently increase statistics by boosting vitalization by +5 per point. So that's 3 points we've got in there. So that's been boosted 15 points in total. And that's it for that particular tree there, the dual pistol tree. There are no more actual talents that we can get out of there. So that's fully maxed. In order to spend any more points in here, we'd spend them in other weapons, or indeed we'd spend them in flight. Again, I'm not really too interested in it because the swoop attack is a waste of time if you ask me. Dive bomb's a waste of time. There's nothing really in there that is of any interest to me, to be honest. Alright, so now we're level 29. Let's have a look at our log, shall we? And hopefully we're going to be actually match for match in terms of the actual level. So here we go. You can see we've got Spectral Embrace and we've got Blind Eye. Both of those are our level. So I guess it remains to be seen whether or not they're doable or not. Anyhow, what is this? We've got Spectral Embrace. Work with Green Lantern and Green Arrow to rejoin the Spectre with the humanity Eclipso has stolen from him. Okay, so that's one of our options. And we've got Blind Eye. Infiltrate Brother Eye's lair in Gotham sewers, then shut him down, and the Omax as well. So you might remember that this was something we had a whole bunch of trouble with back in the day, I think on Seraphis. I'm absolutely not going to attempt that at level 29. That'd be suicide. So what we're going to do is, I think we'll go take a look at this one here, Spectral Embrace. We'll go see what that's like, and of course I think it's getting close to the time that we go and pay Bruno Mannheim a bit of a visit. What do you think, guys? I think he deserves a little hello, a slap around the face from us. Anyhow, let's activate this one here, Spectral Embrace, and see whereabouts it shows up on the map.
Now you must do the impossible. Return the spirit of God's vengeance to his link with humanity. Green Lantern and Green Arrow will join you to face him in the Metropolis courthouse he has taken for his own. Perhaps they can appeal to the Spectre's memories. Or failing that, help you bring him down.
Thank you for that, Wonder Woman. Let's have a look and see if we can find where this is in Gotham. And it's not showing up. Okay, that's weird. We need the courthouse. Okay, so why is that not showing up? That's just bizarre. Why? Oh, come on, SOE. You're letting us down. Seriously, guys, come on. All right, so I guess we have to just endlessly hover over all of these until we find the courthouse. And look at that. Not all of them are actually hovering as well. We're trying to find the courthouse here. No. Clock tower, GPCD. Oh, there it is, the courthouse. Oh, and of course, it's about as far away as we could possibly ever get. Alright, so I think what we should do here is try a warp rally. I'm not sure where that's going to take us to. The nearest rally point, yes please. Let's just take a look. As you know, I don't really use these that often. Alright, so it's alright, well, it hasn't actually really taken us that much closer, unfortunately. Oh dear. Okay, well, I guess there's nothing for it but to scoot through. Oh, and look at this. We haven't been here for ages. This is, of course, the Mr. Freeze content. As we fly directly into a wall there. Whoops. All the frozen stuff here. And you know what? It's a real shame because we don't get... Oh, will you get off the jet? What the hell is going on? We just don't get to do this content as a superhero. Well, not that I've found anyway. We definitely got to do it on Seraphis as a villain. But it's the content here that we just unfortunately never get to see as a hero. And I think that's a real big shame, to be honest, because it was really cool stuff. But, oh well, never mind. Alright, so here we are scooting past. Looks like there's a quest down there. Yeah, that's alright. It's probably just PvP. Let's have a look while we fly, make sure... our inventory is a bit rubbish, to be honest. So is there actually... Wait a minute, is there a police station down there? Okay, there is one nearby as to where we're heading. So I think what we should do is stop by there as we fly over these bottled buildings. Stop by the police station, stock up and repair up just to make sure, because of course this sounds like it's going to be a bit of a single player instance of sorts. Hopefully it's not too rough, but there we go, the green glow of the police station shooting up into the sky there. We'll just make a quick pit stop there and repair. Oh, listen to that, folks. We can hear... Oh, wait a minute. Is that... What is this? Don't tell me this isn't a police station. Oh, it's the watchtower. Oh, for God's sake. It's not our day today, is it, folks? All right, so we actually need to find ourselves a police station, and we... look at that. We flew right over one. Can you believe it? Oh, this is horrible. Alright, well, do you know what? Bugger it. I'm just going to go in. Let's at least go in and check out what this looks like, shall we? So, looks like it's just over here somewhere. At least let's go in and just take a look at the instance. I mean, we'll be able to tell if it's super hard or not. What are we doing? Come on. Here we go. Alright, so apparently it's around here somewhere. Yet I can't see anything. Is it up the top? No. Alright, what's going on with the game? We've got the courthouse here, but we've got no entry into the quest. Unless I'm blind? This is the courthouse. It came up and said it was the courthouse. Brainiac mob there. Look, you can see on the mini-map there, it's showing up. There's the courthouse. Alright, maybe it's not the courthouse that we're after. I don't know. Oh, DCU, you're being horrible. I can see why we gave up at level 29 on Seraphis. Let's have a look at this journal here. Work with the Green Lantern and the Green Arrow to rejoin the Spectre downtown Metropolis. So we're oh, it's in downtown Metropolis. Oh, please kill me now. That is terrible. Let's just warp to HQ. You want to warp to the watchtower? Yes, we do. No wonder. Oh, dear. All right, and again, pays to read the quest, doesn't it, folks? You know what? I could edit all that out so I don't look silly, but I think it's worthwhile keeping it in there because, you know why? It's just, I honestly don't think that the game makes it exceedingly clear as to where you have to go. Honestly, it's just horrible. Anyway, we are looking for downtown Metropolis. So let's have a look at our map and go to Metropolis. And we're looking for downtown, which is where? Midtown. No, it doesn't actually say. Chinatown. Okay, well, I guess we want to go to Midtown. Again, naming conventions. Guys, seriously, get it right. Anyway, let's look for the Midtown Metropolis. Wait a minute. There it is. Isn't that where we just came out? Oh, I don't know how that works. Anyway, there we go. We're warping to Midtown Metropolis. Is that the same as downtown Metropolis? Lord only knows, because the names they use aren't the same. Anyway, that's good because we've actually made it into a station now. So at least we can repair. There's one cloud of silver lining there.
Need any merchandise to help with your everyday battle for freedom, truth, and justice?
No, we just actually want to get to level 30, thanks, to be honest. Whether that happens or not, the Lord only knows. Maybe we'll get annoyed and we'll just play on Jordan from now on. I don't know. And look, I said sell. Sell the damn pistols. Thank you. Such a gluggy interface. Again, I'm going to, you know what, I think I'm going to make a thing of this and just say it in every single one of my episodes. SOE, if you are listening, can you do something about the horrible sell interface? Yours sincerely, me. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so we've got 3 consumables there, and of course all of these consumables are coming from the generosity of our wonderful players, viewers, who have helped us out by donating a lot of those, and of course a lot of our money too. So as always, we're very, very grateful for their generosity. Thank you very much. Alright, let's see if we can finally make it to this blimmin' single player instance. What a palaver that was. Good lord. And of course we're going to have to wait for half an hour for it to load. I think it's definitely being weird tonight. I don't know whether it's because of bad network conditions or lag or time of day we're playing. It's definitely a quiet time of the day. Said the population was low. Alright, now the big thing. How far away are we for real? I bet you we're about as far away as we can possibly get. Oh no, look at that. We did actually pick ourselves the right area to zone into. Anyway, here we are back in Metropolis. Always nice to be back here after being in Gotham. Gotham's definitely my favourite, but it definitely is a really nice bit of a change coming in here. Let's scoot up like a superhero would. Up, up and away, high into the sky, out of harm's way as we make our way over to this Restore Spectre's humanity. Let's see how far we got to go. Getting there slowly. You can see we've gone more than halfway. And alright, so that didn't take too long. We're not going to complain too bitterly about that. And hopefully it's just about to come up now. Let's drop down. And there you go. You can see it down the bottom there. Oop, nearly made it. Oh, and it's those horrible spectres. Yikes, let's get inside before one of them aggroes onto us. Now, I think we've been in here before, and it was just horrible. But hopefully now that we're level 29, it won't be so bad. Let's call up our pet, our tanking pet, of course, and see if we can make a bigger dent in it this time. Oops, already aggroed onto the wrong thing. Alright, so these definitely seem to be dying a lot easier this time, thank goodness. Yeah, okay, they are absolutely a lot easier. Mind you, they're still hitting us quite hard, as you can see there. We already got down to half health. And they're throwing around objects as well, of course, being spirits. That's what these things tend to do, is pick up inanimate objects and throw them at us. Nope, I don't know why that one's got half health, but anyway. Oh, I can see a collectible over there, and we've got ourselves a quest as well. Right, let's see if we can pull off some combos here as we get dropped to the ground. Good old loft shot there, and there's no shortage of these things, are there? There's another one over there. I'm not sure where they're coming from exactly. Anyway, let's give ourselves a bit of a heal. And I want to do a nice John Woo move there. Slip shot. And finish him off. You can see they just keep coming. Bizarre. Right, let's have a look around, and there are definitely none around. So if any more appear, that's weird. Alright, no, finally they died off. Alright, Fina, what have you got to say for yourself?
My husband and I were called to jury duty, but we got separated. I can't leave without him.
Alright, find the last surviving juror. I'm sure we can do that for you. Alright, where do we need to go here? Oh, that's where we need to go, of course, the collectible. Can't let that one slip us by.
Do not expect to see compassion, mortal. There is none left.
Aha! Alright, I don't know if you saw that time, but they do actually warp in pretty much. So that's why they're appearing out of nowhere.
You cannot escape judgment.
And you can hear we've got that weird sound anomaly again as well, where there's only a certain amount of sounds that the game seems to be able to actually make, even though we've got the settings turned all the way up in terms of the amount of channels that can simultaneously play. You can hear there that we've actually lost our melee sound. It's because of that. Can you hear that sort of sparking sound in the background? I dare say it's because that's playing at the same time and stealing the sound channels from the game. Once again, this is something that's only happened since a very recent patch. It never used to be that way back in the beginning, so yeah, a bit annoyed about that, to be honest. Oh god, a Soul Eater. We don't like these. Let's dot them up. See if we can actually pull off some combos here. And it's very disconcerting actually fighting without the sound. You kind of lose your sense of what's going on, unfortunately. Alright, we're going to need ourselves a soda cola there. Yeah, can you see what I mean? It's awfully eerily quiet without that punching and kicking sound. I hope that these sparkly things disappear later on so we actually get our sound back, because it's nowhere near as fun. Absolutely nowhere near as fun. Oh, good lord. Oh, that's right, I forgot about this. Oh, and I'm trying to move and I can't. Let's roll out of the way. Can we get out of this? This is bad. This is really bad. Trying to heal up. Trying to heal up again. Alright, there's way too many of them there. Let's see if we can get out of here. Alright, see if we can just pull off killing one or two of them. I don't think we're going to be able to somehow, but hey, you never know. We're totally out of power. Can we heal up, get ourselves some power? Put on our shield for a start, Sambo. Good lord, we really needed to be having that up. Why did I not think of that before? And we just managed to scrape out of that one by the skin of our teeth. And let's let our health heal up. Call our pet. Good lord, that was a bit lucky if you ask me. I'd like to say it was skill, but I think it was luck. Oh, and you can see, yeah, we definitely got some weirdness going on with the server there. Definitely lagged out big time. Alright, let's put our shield up. Oh, and can you hear that? We've actually got we've got our combat sounds back again. Yep, DCU is definitely being weird tonight, there's no doubt about it. And can you see what I mean? It makes such a difference when we've actually got sound. The combat just feels so much more meaty, and it's really a very, very obvious reminder there of how much sound plays in terms of being such a great part of the game. You kind of forget about it, don't you? You sort of take it for granted, but boy is it an important component of being immersed in the game. Alright, you Soul Eater. You are horrible, we hate you. Let's put up our shield. And I think we're just going to spam him because he's horrible. Yay, alright, that seemed to work. Cheap and nasty, I know, but it worked. And again, just trying to sort of slowly clear these guys out without aggroing the whole room seems to be working so far. Alright, not doing too badly if you ask me. Alright, now I remember this was a bit of a gauntlet, I think. Oh, there's the quest person that we need as well, the last juror.
Oh no! Spirits behind you!
Yikes. Alright, so that quest there definitely spawned another ad.
Not defy me.
Dotting him up there, and we'll also use a bit of a knockback. And now we've got to make sure we remember to use the knockback too in this little gauntlet coming up here as well. Alright, there we go. We've got ourselves a journal entry there. Lost and found. That's complete. That's good. We can do with the XP, 500 XP. Taking us almost to a bar into level 29. So we're slowly getting there. Now, pretty sure... Yeah, here we go. There's a scripted event that happens here. I do remember this. And I think we're going to get swarmed by them. So we're going to pop our shield up. And we're going to dot these guys up and lock on and try and stick to one at a time so that we actually do end up killing them rather than leaving a whole lot of half-beaten ones around, because of course they still hit just as hard. Alright, so we're not doing too badly this time. Let's keep our health topped up. Use the knockback here to just get these guys off our back. And I think I'll use it again. Whenever we've got two or more, I think it's well worth using that knockback ability. Alright, a heal and a knockback again. And look at that, defeat 30 ghosts in the Glen Morgan Square office building. Get ourselves a nice little achievement there that I wasn't expecting. That's always good. Right, and it looks like we made it through the gauntlet. Thank goodness for that. Alright, that was a lot easier than the last time we attempted that, of course. Making sure that we're at least level 29, I'd say, has a lot to do with that. Anyway, alright. Heal barrel, that's good to know. Let's just carry on. Although we're not going backwards, are we? Am I going the wrong way? I am, aren't I? I'm going the wrong way. What an idiot. Come on. Alright, damn Soul Eater. Let's get this guy. Oh, come on. Lag, lag, lag. Yep. Put up our shield. Look at him trying to circle strafe me. Good lord. Must think I'm a noob. Alright, doing well, doing well. Do we need to recover our health? No. Alright, not doing too badly at all. And look at this! Who have we got here? We got the Green Lantern. Fantastic stuff, we made it.
I'm glad you're here. The Spectre's in the next room, and the craziness is hitting the fan. The Spectre needs a human soul in order to judge humanity. Without it, you get... well, you've seen it. I should know. I was once his host myself. Prepare yourself, and let me know when you're ready to move.
Alright, there we go. We shall prepare ourselves. And I think we're about as ready as we're going to be, Green Lantern.
Alright, let's go. This might be a one-way trip. Messing with the Hand of Vengeance is a good way to find yourself judged and executed. Just like old times, huh, Green Arrow?
Alright, there we go. Destroy the crystals to free the Spectre. 0 out of 4.
Protect this planet.
Oh, I remember this. This is quite cool, actually.
This would be not right. There's got to be something forcibly ripping away his humanity. Kid, you check the hallways and see what's doing this. Ollie and I will keep the not-so-jolly green giant distracted.
Alright, so there we go. We've got to destroy destroy the crystals to free the Spectre. 0 out of 4. Now, I can't quite remember the exact details of the mechanics of this, but I'm pretty sure we have to go upstairs. Because, of course, we can't do any damage to the main guy out there until the crystals are down. Now, let's go through this door and up, I think. Okay, I think that's a crystal there. Oh, and look at this, the green arrow has actually decided to come and give us a hand. How nice of him. Although he is just standing around looking pretty, he's not actually doing that much, but anyway.
Compassion. Without it, how can one judge?
Alright, there we go, very cool. Very cool indeed. I love these scripted events. Right, that's 1 down, I think. 1 out of 4. Now we've got to find the next one. Pretty sure it's through here somewhere, is it? No, is this that's the way out. How do we get up there? Let's have a look. Oh, through there? Alright. No. So we can't attack that one. Is that the one we've already got, is it? No, because that's where we were. Alright, come on, Green Arrow. You coming with me or what? Come on, off we go. Maybe we have to bring him up there and he does something, I don't know. Oh, no, it was just on a bit of a slow timer, that's all. Oh, he didn't stand a chance, did he? Oh, there we go. Crystal number 2, Spectre's Reason.
Without it, the innocent would be found guilty.
Right, and for some reason we've got all sorts of weird lag going on. Come on. There we go. Yes, no, yes, no. Trying to make up its mind. Oh, good lord. Alright, we'll be right back, folks. Alright, and we're back. Not sure what was going on there. Anyway, let's knock back these guys because we're getting dangerously low on health. And we need to summon our pet again as well. Oh, and we've got no... Look at that, we've actually got no colas, so we need to pop some of them on our hotbar. Thank goodness we spotted that. Alright, here comes the crystal. And Spectre's Hubris.
To find satisfaction in a just sentence, one must be certain of their judgment.
And there you have it, 3 out of 4 of the crystals down. Just 1 more to go before we can actually take on the boss. And the good old loft shot there, doing its work very well. Love that shot. Alright, so I'm guessing that the last crystal is through here somewhere. Given the amount of mobs that are spawning to try and stop us, I think we're in the right zone, if you ask me. Definitely heading the right direction. Alright, it's getting tense now, folks. Nearly there. Here we go. Let's put up our shield again. Must remember to keep using that, by the way. The reason I keep forgetting is because it's relatively new. We haven't had it before. Oh, get out of the way. Yeah, that's one way of getting it out of the way. Throwing it at your enemy. And dotting up the enemy there just to finish him off. Alright, this is our last crystal. And look at that, Spectre's empathy.
Without understanding, it is merely an excuse for the weak to escape judgment.
You're losing this.
And now it's time to go to town on the main boss.
No, I reject these foolish emotions. They've clouded my judgment for too long.
Oh, what happened? What happened? Where'd he go? Don't tell me we don't get to fight him.
Without my humanity, I am lost. I must have a human host.
Ah, okay. Thought it was too good to be true. Now once again, I'm just going to try and keep right up on him and make sure that we've got our shield up, of course. And whenever we get knocked back from him, just going to use the dot on him as well. There we go again. And give ourselves a bit of a heal. Now I am going to use a cola here, just so that we get some energy as well, so we can put our shield up. Because of course, drinking a cola also gives us energy, not just health. And you can see we've already lost our pet. And there we go, putting up our shield once again, just giving us that extra layer of protection.
No one can. Green Arrow, with you I shall not miss my mark.
Sorry, Ollie. Pasty white is not your color.
Uh-oh, yikes. This is going to be a long fight, isn't it, folks? So we've got to not only defeat the main boss now, we've also got to defeat the guys that he's mind controlling. Yikes.
I survived calling. That's must be all.
And we need to get our pet out again. Gosh, even though we've got the defensive pet there, the tanking pet, still taking a heap of amount of damage and dying lots. Uh-oh, don't tell me we're going to have both at the same time. Surely not. That would be horribly nasty. Oh no, fuel. Okay, they just swapped over. Thank goodness for that.
Damn it.
Alright, we made it.
Eclipso shall not deprive me of my humanity. The time for his judgment.
No, what? Not more? Oh my lord.
Join hands and sing Kumbaya.
Wait a minute, we are now playing as... Can you believe this? We are actually playing as Spectre. Oh my lord. Alright, this I had forgotten about. This is epic, folks. We are now super huge. Oh, and look at that, we did it. We actually did it. I can't believe that. Can you? Oh, wow, that was an awesome way to finish off that instance.
It waits to claim you all!
You yourself will be judged, Eclipso. Judged and punished. I am the Spectre, the instrument of divine vengeance. For evil must be punished. And yet, without mercy, there is no redemption. And without humanity, no justice. Thus I must have a human link. Without this guide, I am lost, in shadow, eclipsed. My enemies fear my power, and know this is my only weakness. But in it, there is also strength. For vengeance is eternal, and it must be served.
And there we go, folks. As always, absolutely fantastic motion comic there to finish it off. The headline there, not guilty. What an awesome storyline that was, wasn't it? Great instance there with all sorts of interesting mechanics. Definitely not just a tank and spank there, and of course topped off by that absolutely awesome motion comic there. Wow, that was fantastic. Now let's just quickly have a look inside our inventory here. I think we've got ourselves, look at that, we actually got ourselves a purple. How is that? Congratulations to us. A whole lot more defense, power, precision and might, a little less health, but you can see there that that is an absolute awesome headpiece. And there we go, our very first purple. Congratulations, Definity. And we got ourselves also a nice ring there. Let's grab these other ones off and just compare all three of them now to see which one's going to be best. We got ourselves, what's that, 35 health, 1 precision, 2 might. We got 14 power there. Okay, that's going to give us 40 health, so we definitely want to equip that one. I think what we'll do is take this one, which has a mix of power and health. That'll probably be the best bet. Well, how was that, folks? We actually managed to survive that without dying. Can't believe it. That's how it should be done. There we go, exit the building. We actually must be getting better. Either that or it's just because we managed to get through to level 29 before heading in. Who knows? Anyway, let's hit J to access our journal. Wrap this episode up. Sorry we've gone way over time.
Eclipso has always wanted the Spectre's power since he had it himself and lost it. Well, he didn't get it today, thanks to you.
There you go. Thank you, Oracle. Complete that, and look at that, a whole 2,800 XP.
Spectre has been rejoined to humanity so he may properly fulfill his role as an agent of divine judgment. We deprived Circe of a valuable weapon today in the battle for magical power. My thanks.
No worries, Wonder Woman, and you can see that's taken us to 3.5 bars in to level 29, so already we're well on our way to level 30. Let's have a look on the map and see how close the station is. It's miles away. I won't bore you with us flying all the way over there, so we'll dip out here, and of course I'll fly over there on one of our breaks and we'll hand in the next episode. So there you go, folks. Certainly hope you enjoyed that epic battle inside there, and of course becoming the Spectre at the end there. That's something I'd completely forgotten. That really felt awesome, being in control of him at the end there. And again, topped off by that just utterly fantastic motion comic. Do love those. Game's almost worth it for those alone. Anyhow, folks, that's it from us. Certainly hope you enjoyed that episode. Certainly hope you'll join us in the next one. On behalf of myself, Sambo, and of course Definity, who's on their way to level 30, it's us saying take care. Hope you're having a great day. We'll see you next time, and bye-bye.